Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to do a Let's Play of The Long Dark, developed by Hinterland Studios. Yeah, so I picked this up during the Steam sale today. I've been kind of interested in this game, and it was 50% off, so I was like, yeah, what the hell, it's a survival game that takes place in northern Canada. I'm a Canadian. I should like this game, right? That's logic. So anyways, we're going to do a quick play, or not quick play, but let's play this game. Story mode, now this is in early access, but I have to say it's a pretty good feeling early access, but the story mode is not available yet. We do have sandbox mode, so we're going to jump into that. We're not quite enough of a sissy to do easy, but we're not quite hardcore enough to do stalker or hard mode. So we're going to do normal, because we're normal people, I guess. That's what normal people do, right? Anyways, yeah, let's do that. We are male. At least I am anyways. So we will pick the male voice. There we go. And we are going to start. Let's see. We do have two areas. I believe they can be linked together, and as you play, you can find a path that'll take you one area to the other. But we're going to start in, let's say, the Coastal Highway, because that's a newer area. There's already a lot of videos out there with Mystery Lake. So we'll do Coastal Highway just to mix things up a little bit. I did explore both of these maps previously. This is not my first time into this game. However, you know, I didn't do overly well. I played about 3 or 4 sessions so far, and the longest that I've survived so far is 3 days. Now I've seen videos where people have survived like 2 months, like 60 days or whatever, and I just haven't been able to be that lucky, I guess. The first couple of playthroughs, the wolves really kicked my ass. They're basically like zombies of The Walking Dead, essentially, except they're wolves. And they hurt a lot, let me tell you, alright? The first 2 playthroughs I didn't even know how to fight back. But then I got sick of it and decided to check out some guide videos, some tutorial videos, just to get my bearings. And figured out I actually supposed to, like, I don't know, hold my LMB, then hit my RMB or something like that. But anyways, I fought off a wolf with that knowledge. And yeah, I survived a little bit longer. But let's see how long we'll survive this time. Now I know, oh, there's a wolf there. I'm bad doggy. Now I know some of you folks might be asking why. Ooh, that's a nice looking cabin. We should definitely check that out. Why am I not doing an impression video or some sort of impression video on this game? You know, this channel being, ooh, a pry bar. We're off to a pretty good start, guys. This being an impression channel and all that. Well, you know what? The reason being is because it's already about a month old. So a lot of people who are would be interested in this game already kind of know about it. And it's not old enough that people have kind of forgotten about it, where I feel the need to kind of bring it back to life a little bit. So that's why, as I'm doing a Let's Play, because I'm going to assume a few of you guys already know about this game. If you haven't, you know, you'll get some of my thoughts about the game as I play anyways. This is a little bit more casual. I was supposed to upload a Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes Let's Play, actually, yesterday. But, unfortunately, when I uploaded, Konami apparently claimed the video. And that was really annoying, and it seems like they are claiming, oh, I thought that was a wolf, it's just music, okay. Apparently they're claiming any YouTube video that has the cutscenes from Ground Zeroes in it. So I felt, you know, it's a Metal Gear series, and if I can't show you the cutscenes, which is a big part of that series, then I don't see the point of doing the Let's Play at all, because, well, doing a Metal Gear Let's Play without the cutscenes is like doing a Telltale Let's Play without doing any spoilers, which is practically impossible, at least for the sake of enjoyment. So that's why I'm doing this game now. Plus, it's you know, it takes place in northern Canada. There's lots of snow. You know, it was just Christmas not too long ago, so I figured, hey, this might actually work with the season. Why not? And speaking of which, how was everybody's Christmas? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you had a nice big turkey feast, you know, that kind of good stuff. This looks like a nice house that we can probably set up base in, actually. It's not bad. But yeah, my Christmas was okay. You know, got a couple of games, got some money. You know, it was alright. It was kind of my first Christmas away from home. So that was a little bit different. But hopefully you folks had lots of loving family and friends around during your Christmas season, as that's quite important. I talked to my friends and family through Skype and phone calls and all that kind of good stuff, so that helped for sure. Plus video games, of course, lots and lots of video games.
What have we here?
Ooh, venison, not bad. Yeah, I think we're off to a pretty good start this playthrough so far. I never found this house before. Again, you know, I'm still a noob to this game. I've died first few times. As long as I survived 3 days, so don't expect expert play. I have a general idea what I'm doing now, so there is that.
That'll come in handy.
Maybe this might seem a little bit nationalistic, but actually one of the reasons why I got really interested in this game is because, well, it takes place in northern Canada, and I am Canadian after all, as the beer commercial says. I'm currently residing in a beautiful British Columbia, as they call it, in Vancouver. There's actually quite a few YouTubers here in Vancouver. I never met any of them, but I'm just saying I noticed there is actually a few, so that's kind of cool. It's like the land of YouTubers, or at least Canadian YouTubers. But I'm originally from Newfoundland, Canada, and those who might be familiar with Newfoundland, Canada, you might be thinking to yourself,
nobody needs this
don't they have like super thick accents that sound really funny and they talk really fast? And Aldershot, you actually kind of talk a little slow compared to other YouTubers, and that's true. Well, you know, I was born and raised, well, I wasn't born, but I was raised in Newfoundland, Canada from the age of 3 till fairly recently. And not all Newfoundlanders, or Newfies as they call them, have that thick accent. Plus, I'm from around the St. John's area, which is the kind of the capital city of Newfoundland, Canada. And you know, they call them townies there from the province. That's their nickname. People from around St. John's, kind of a townie. And the dialect or the accent, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit more watered down, a little bit more modernized than, say, people from around the bay, as they call it, as in people who are more inland or from more like smaller town communities and all that kind of stuff. Now, you would normally hear the traditional and stereotypical Newfoundland accents. But for anyone who knows anything about Canadian culture or history, or anything like that, they'll know that there's actually multiple dialects of Newfoundland, or Newfoundlandese as they call it. There's actually one part further north of Newfoundland where the accent is almost French. Okay, like the quote-unquote Newfie accent sounds very, very French, yet a lot of them don't know French. It's kind of weird how dialects and accents can kind of evolve and change like that. Let's see. We're going to take some water for sure. Portable water source. Take all. There we go. We definitely want that. And we should probably check our stats. Well, anyways, folks, I kind of explained a little bit about Canadian culture, I guess. Or at least Newfoundland culture, at least the dialect portion of it. But yeah, there you go. A little bit about me. I am a Canadian.
That'll come in handy.
Ooh, food. Excellent. This is great. This is great. We're getting some good stuff here, guys. We are definitely getting some good stuff here. Let's see. It's still pretty early in the AM. We're warming up. We're warming up slowly. Might sleep for an hour to save, but let's see here. Let's check our clothing situation first and foremost. Let's see. All our stuff is in actually pretty decent condition from the looks of it. Cotton long underwear. This one's actually less condition. Insulated boots. How is the boots that we're... Oh, this is insulated boots. What kind of boots are we wearing right now? Let's see. Oh, just basic boots. So we probably should wear these instead. There we go. That's a better idea. A ski jacket. Is that better than what we're wearing already? It probably is. Let's put it on. There we go. We weren't even wearing a jacket. Wow. Okay. Good to know. This one's slightly better. Let's put that one on. Okay, I think we're good. And unfortunately, I don't think we have any tools yet, which is a bit unfortunate, but we are going to harvest some of the clothes that we're not using. Just to prepare for when we do get a sewing kit. We do need a sewing kit to repair our clothing, and your clothing do wear it out pretty quickly. So I think it's pretty important to keep it nice and repaired. Something I learned through watching some of the guide videos prior to jumping into this game is that the items don't respawn in this game. So that means we have to be very, very careful on how we manage all our items. And strangely enough, it's not really tools or food that is the scarce resource, but newspaper,
hope nobody needs this
firewood, tinder, that sort of stuff. So basically fire is like the resource to hoard and to collect in this game, at least in the long run. And there's no end game from my understanding. There might be, because they actually update this game pretty often. There might be now, I don't know. I haven't really looked that far into it. I don't think there is, but yeah, you just kind of have to survive as long as you can without dying and go from there, really. So we're going to try and do our best to do that. We've been in this house for a little while. We're not doing too bad on our stats, so we're going to move out. Hopefully the wind didn't pick up. Weather and environment obviously affects your game. This is a bit foggy today. A bit foggy today, indeed. It is nice to play a game that is based in Canada, though. It does make me feel at home. Now, from province to province, any Canadian know that each province really is its own sort of cultural biosphere, if you will. Like, each province really, like, people kind of characterize Canadians as these ultra-friendly, ultra-polite people. And you know what? Generally they are, okay? Generally they are, for the most part. But that is really just one stereotype. Oh, God, it's a wolf. And we're not all like that. But regardless, this does make me feel at home. Oh, God, he sees us. Okay. So we gotta use a flare. Oh, God, okay. Punch. Punch again. Punch some more. Please stop biting me. Oh, God. So that's how you handle combat. Not so good. Well, let's go back into the house and kind of take care of our little medical situation now. Thanks, stupid wolf.
I don't feel so good.
Now, I like how the game's playing so far. I really do think they're onto something really good. They're doing a good job of releasing a playable early access. That much I can say for sure. It really does kind of feel like The Forest with other survival games of that genre pretty often. And oh, now folks, I'm just trying to figure out here. Okay, we need a bandage still. Okay, we'll use that. And it kind of feels like that, you know. It feels like The Forest with like other survival games and all that kind of good stuff. The only thing I would say about this game, as far as a critique from what I've seen so far, is pretty much how the enemy AI is handled. You know what I mean? After playing a game like The Forest, and seeing how incredible the AI can be in that game. I mean, you see the cannibals, they stalk you before they attack you. They all show different personalities, each one of the cannibals. Some are a lot more aggressive than others. They mourn their death, and all this kind of crazy stuff. So it's just really great AI. And in this game, I feel the wolf's AI is not quite on par as the cannibals AI in the forest. I mean, DayZ can get away with it because, well, they're freaking zombies or dumb as shit, right? But these are wolves. They don't really act like wolves. They kind of just roam around, spawned areas, kind of like zombies. You know, they don't really stalk you. They just kind of roam around. If they see you, they'll attack you. And the truth is, not all wildlife do that. Not all wolves and coyotes and all that stuff do that. Again, you know, I live in Canada, so... And from Newfoundland, Canada, so I'm friends with a lot of hunters. Now, I'm not exactly an expert in wildlife, but I have come across coyotes and wolves before, and I've talked to hunters. I have a lot of hunter friends, and let me tell you, they don't all attack you right away. In fact, just the other day, I saw a coyote in suburbia Vancouver, which is very, very odd, but it happens. It's Canada after all, I guess. And it saw me, and I saw it, and it didn't attack me. We kind of just looked at each other and went on our own way. Ooh, of course. Possibly loot, hopefully. And I feel like the wildlife AI in this game doesn't reflect that. They all just kind of attack you within a certain proximity. And they're not... Their path making or path taking isn't the greatest either. I've seen them get caught in really stupid stuff that they can walk around, but they just don't. So there is that. We better get back in the cabin. I don't think it's very safe to be roaming too far away today. Or it looks like we're in a bit of a snowstorm. We found a dead body, so it wasn't completely fruitless at least. Let's hope we can actually find our way back in the cabin. I think it was just up this hill, actually. I could be wrong. But yeah, so that's really my biggest complaint right now is how the game has handled the wolf AI. And that plus there's only wolves that I've seen so far. There's no bears or coyotes or, I don't know, wildcats or whatever that might be around the Canadian wilderness. But they did recently add rabbits, so that's kind of good. So, but other than that, you know, I like the game. It looks good. I really like the art style of it. And it's developed by a whole bunch of extremely experienced and prestigious game developers. You know, the voice actors are the same voice actors from Mass Effect. The developers are from a whole bunch of different AAA games I don't even remember anymore. You can look it up pretty easily though. But yeah, so the game definitely shows that sort of expertise. Even in a Let's Play, I end up turning it into a pseudo impression. I'm sorry guys, it's just a habit, alright? Tis the bane of a game critic. You can never turn this off. it's alright, but sometimes you just kind of want to play and not analyze the game. So damn scrutiny. So yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Can't even talk right now. Let's see here. Well, we're stuck inside, and it's still pretty early, still in the AM, and we are just trying to warm up. We are kind of hungry, and we are kind of thirsty, so let's see what we have for food. Oh, we actually got a fair amount of stuff for food. We got lots of soda, great. I find thirst is one of my biggest issues. The last game I died to thirst. And that was not good, of course. Let's see, we can use a little bit of food. We can probably eat something dry, too, right now, because we actually have a fair amount in our thirst bar. So we'll eat the beef jerky and see how that goes. We really need to get a rifle so we can start hunting venison. I've never found a rifle yet. Found lots of bullets, not a lot of rifles, as in none. Excuse me while I take a little sip there. Drinking some Arizona iced tea. It'll cure what ails ya. Let's see. We've explored this place pretty much fully. We haven't found a first aid kit, which really sucks, because that's usually where you're going to get your sewing kits in this game, which is incredibly important. All the tools are pretty important in this game, actually. So what can we do now? We're still waiting for the weather to calm down. Actually, let's check it out real quick. Step outside. We still need to warm up a bit. No, it's still pretty blizzardy out. That's it about this game. You know, that's one of the things that definitely separates this game from other survival games is the winter aspect. You're always in winter. Let's forage for some wood. Why not? Let's pass some time here. And because of that, you know, you really have to keep on top of your clothing, your conditions of your clothing, heat, and when winter hits, when it's always winter, it'll always be hitting. But when a storm hits, you really have to focus on keeping yourself entertained while you wait inside sometimes. There will be some downtime. Let's see here. PM, we're doing pretty good for hunger. Let's step out. I think the storm has settled. The sound's great too, you know, it really does a great job of letting you know when these things are subsiding, when you're inside. So they've done a great job at sound design as well. But like I said, you know, this game's developed. This is an indie game, but it's developed by a bunch of extremely experienced developers. God damn, I just sprained my ankle. That is not good. I don't have... Oh, no, that's not good. I don't have... Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. I don't have antibiotics. I need to rest for 4 hours. I don't know. Like, I never hurt my ankle before. I never actually had a serious injury like this before. So, I don't know if I keep moving on it, will it make it worse? Or if I should rest up right away. Well, you know what? We're here now. It's still fairly early in the afternoon. So we're going to quickly check this shit up here.
I'll make it.
And then we're going to go back to the cabin. And then the next day, hopefully we'll find some antibiotics in that house there.
Need some first aid.
Should I try to go for the house right now, actually? Well, we're almost at the little shed, so we're going to check that for sure. I guess we might as well. We've kind of ransacked that area already. And like I said, we need more supplies. We need medical supplies right now. Oh, sorry, I kind of lost sight of where we were for a second. Yeah, looks like... God, why did I take that fall? That was just dumb of me. Empty, of course it's empty. Let's see here. Empty, empty. It looks like I already explored this area. Damn it. Okay, well, to that cabin. Here it comes. Well, at least there's no wolves around. You know, that's good. And it is a good looking game. I do like the art style of it too. It's quite unique. It's almost, I would say it's a cross between that popular low poly kind of visual design that you see in a lot of indie games these days, and a little bit of Team Fortress 2 and Sir You Are Being Hunted. You know, it has all those sort of styles sort of mashed up into this very unique look, I think. Plus, you know, that realistic survival game look. Yeah, it's been done to death now. There's so many of them now, you know. So, kudos to the developers for being a little bit creative. Kudos for them for setting it in Canada. Definitely makes me feel a little bit more at home. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it looks like that cabin is featuring a prominently placed Canadian flag, which is pretty awesome. Oh god, I hear a wolf. There's definitely gonna be a wolf around that cabin. What's my condition right now? Air temperature. Wind chill and air temperature is not too bad today, so... Unfortunately, I hurt my ankle. Otherwise, this will be a great time to start scavenging. We're getting fairly hungry. We can probably make it to the cabin before we check ourselves. And then we'll probably go to bed out of it too. Search the place.
That's a bit.
Get ourselves situated. Go to bed.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Yes, we know. Please climb. Yeah, there's no jump in this game, so yeah. So that little snowbank apparently is going to stop me from going up the hill, which is a little bit silly, to be honest. I mean, I do... Oh, God. I have no flares. Oh, this is really bad. There's a wolf. I can't get up from that side. I'm hurt. Luckily, it's not too cold out. So there is that. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to eat. So God is coming. Ugh. Hopefully we don't die. So we died again. There we go, guys. That's generally how I play these games. I die a lot. You know, I'm not. God damn it. Oh well, folks. I think that'll end it for this episode. I died a lot more prematurely than expected. Sorry about that. We might do another episode of this because that was way too short. But for the time being, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And hopefully you folks will have a Happy New Year as well. And expect some cool stuff from this channel during the new year. I got some stuff planned. I don't want to be too specific about it. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And all that kind of crazy social media stuff that people tells you to do at the end of their videos. Aldershot out.